Hello and welcome to my first video. So I'll introduce myself. My name is Dean and I thought to myself, I'm going to join the YouTube game. So a little bit about myself. I started watching YouTube over 10 years ago, watching random videos, from old Vine videos to TV clips to stand-up comedy to clips from films, prank videos, anything like that. It was usually a nighttime thing before I was going to sleep. I would sit there and I would watch videos and fall asleep to them. About 2 years ago I came across a vlog by Casey Neistat and it really intrigued me. Watching this vlog of this guy on a longboard around New York City and Long Island in America, and which looked to me like he was being filmed by a professional film crew. It was like watching a small movie, and I got very intrigued by this one guy. I then carried on watching a few of his more of his videos, and realised that this guy is not actually being filmed by a film crew. He's got his own camera, he's filming himself with his GorillaPod thing, Joby GorillaPod, and he's got this big DSLR camera. And I thought, oh, this looks really interesting. But is he just doing this for fun? Does he get paid for doing this? At the time, I knew nothing about YouTube or Facebook paying content creators cash monies for their videos, or anything like AdSense or Google Ads or sponsorship or anything like that. So I thought these guys are just doing it for free. They've got this big following. I mean, this guy had about 4 million subscribers. Say 4,000, about 4 million subscribers. And I thought to myself, wow, this guy must be quite famous, people must know who he is, blah 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 blah. So I thought, I'm going to Google this man. So I went onto the computer, I Googled Casey Neistat, and I realised these guys get paid for going onto YouTube and entertaining people, be it a sad story or a happy story, a travel story, a review of a film, people playing a computer all day. There was a lot of things, and I thought to myself, do you know what, this is something I would love to do. But there was one problem. I did not have the equipment, or possibly the time, or the confidence to get myself up in front of a camera to speak about a certain subject. I did not have a subject that I could speak about that I hadn't already watched on YouTube, or I hadn't even seen, or somebody else had already done. I thought, what can I do? I mean, at the time I only had a Samsung. I believe it was a Samsung or it was an iPhone 6, one of the two. It wasn't very good quality for YouTube. I thought maybe people can vlog on an iPhone or a Samsung and you could get good quality video out of it. I thought, no, I can't do this. This is something I would love to do, but it's not for me. I then thought to myself, well, what if I watch and go through, I mean, I must have watched over 1,000 to 2,000 vlog videos, different videos, and videos on equipment, videos on how to become a YouTuber and all stuff like that. And I thought to myself, this is very informative, but the only person who can really do it is myself. So then I went into my next challenge. I had to plan this, and it wasn't going to take an overnight success to do, and I wasn't going to be that overnight success, as I knew. So I thought to myself, Let's move the camera there. What do I need? So I've got my little trusted book out and I wrote down what I thought I'd need. And it was things like a decent camera. So I YouTube searched best vlogging cameras. Two that mainly came up was the Sony RX100 and the Canon G7X Mark II. But there was a slight problem with these cameras. A lot of YouTubers were saying about that in windy conditions the sound quality was not great. It's very blurry. So then I thought, right, okay, what about a DSLR? And I looked at these DSLRs and I thought, oh, okay, they're quite big, quite hefty, quite bulky. And then I thought to myself, well, hang on a minute. I see these guys are making money out of YouTube. But they've got all these expensive cameras. I can't afford an expensive camera. I can't afford to pay out £700, £800 on a camera. So I had my phone, and by this time I'd upgraded my phone to the iPhone 10. Still not that decent, not that great. But I had the iPhone 10 and I had a 4K camera on the back of it, 1080p on the front. I still didn't know what to vlog about. So I thought, okay, I'd leave it for another year. Come back a year later and I started getting into my equipment again and figuring out what I needed and writing down all the stuff I needed to start this vlog. And I had cameras there, I had microphones, I had GoPros, drones, everything listed down, which came to about £5,000. And I thought to myself, this is going to take me too long to do. Then I thought, this is what I'm going to do. Now I was going to set myself a challenge of September this year. Well, I say this year, last year. In September, I was sat at work and thinking to myself, I could really do with something that I'm going to enjoy doing, a small hobby on the side, when I'm at home, or if I go out anywhere, something that I can do to entertain people and make people happy. So I thought, right, I'm going to start this vlog. I just upgraded my mobile phone to the iPhone 11 Pro Max, which has the greatest wide angle lens, as you can see, which I'm using here. And I bought myself a microphone, a shotgun microphone, and a phone mount and a tripod. I thought, well, why don't I start a YouTube channel? And this is where it gets interesting, because my challenge this year is starting from January now, from my first video up until January 2021. I want to try and gain 1,000 subscribers on YouTube and hit that mark of 1,000 subscribers. Now, only problem is I will not be using DSLR camera. I will not be using a G7X Mark II or a Mark III or an EOS M50. I will just be using my phone to get any cinematic effects or anything like that. I will be editing on my phone. I will not be using a laptop or MacBook or anything like that. I want to be all natural and try and get these subscribers on a, let's say, mobile phone. And I've seen a lot of people can do it, and maybe I can do it as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down and I'm going to show you all the equipment that I'll be using. Obviously I'll have to film with the phone, but we can go through all the equipment that I've got to help me progress throughout. It's not expensive stuff, it's fairly cheap. but it'll do the job. So let's dive down and have a look. First things first, the lens kit. All different types of lenses that we can attach to the phone using these small clips here. Just go over onto the phone here. I think on this one we've got a macros lens, but we can attach to here. We've got a kind of a fisheye that we can kind of pop on to the back here. Where's the camera? We just put that on there. So we've got the kind of fisheye effect that goes on. The lens is a bit dirty, but we've got the fisheye effect that goes down there. Items we've got are the tripods. So tripods, but this here is a Joby phone mount. It's a bit bendy, but it's very quick to hold. Good little stand for your phone as I'm filming inside. In the first clips, we was filming using this Manfrotto pod. Also good for holding, and it's got you can move the ball around, and we've got the phone mount on top with the cold shoe, which is the Zero Smooth 4 with the cold shoe clamp. A few counterbalance weights because the iPhone 11 Pro Max is quite heavy. This here is a right angled adapter for the iPhone, which covers there. You've got a lightning connector for earphones and charging, and a microphone, so you can charge your phone as well. Also with the iPhone 11 Pro Max, your phone lid is actually USB-C, which connects into the side here, so a USB-C port which will charge your phone as well, and use that for cinematic effect. The Zero Smooth 4 with the cold shoe clamp. A few counterbalance weights because the iPhone 11 Pro Max is quite heavy. This here is a right angled adapter for the iPhone, which covers there. You've got a lightning connector for earphones and charging, and a microphone, so you can charge your phone as well. Also with the iPhone 11 Pro Max, your phone lid is actually USB-C, which connects into the side here, so a USB-C port which will charge your phone as well, and use that for cinematic effect. Then last but not least, we've got the Movo shotgun mic here, which is attached to the phone with the dead cat on. Take the dead cat off. And that's what we have, which we're everywhere with us. It's a great quality mic, and it does the job. So yeah, that's it. So we're just gonna go back up top now and close the video off. So yeah, that's how we're going to start. So if you enjoyed the video, give it a like, come and subscribe, because there's going to be many more. This one was a bit boring, but once we get into the rhythm of things, we're going to start going out on little adventures. We do reviews of things, thoughts on certain typical subjects, and all that palaver. So yeah, come along, enjoy.